1 minute, I just record the session. So I'm just sharing my screen. Now, whatever you got the doubt, please ask me in this session. You try, and I will give some time to you, 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. If you are not able to do, if you are not able to write a proper statements, also you can ask me. So this is a very basic starting, ma. So kindly use the opportunity. I hope some good number of people can do this exercise based on extended discussion. Let me know if you have anyone has completed.
Hello, Amkar.
Yeah, who is it?
This is Sanket. I can't hear you. I think you are not speaking, so that's why I just confirmed.
No, I just silent only. Yeah, it's completed.
No, yes, your screen still gone.
Okay. So those who are completed, just tell me. Don't wait for me. Like I will explain the answer. Okay. At least I am expecting some good amount of people can show the answer. Then I will be happy. Of course, I will show you this how to do. So next 4 minutes, I will make the answer. Okay.
In my line in the blue color. It means
User completed. Yes. Two minutes. It is done. Okay. Is it difficult or easy? That kind of, I know you are in starting stage. Not ask this question. You have to get time to practice. This time I am not asking to anyone to share the screen. I will explain the answer. Just look into this and try to recover if you have any faults there. Okay. Yesterday we created test DB, right? Yeah. So everyone see the screen. Look at the screen, everyone. In query platform, we can add the comments also. Okay. We can add the comments also. The comments you can add, there are two different types of comments you can write. Suppose in step 1, I want to create a database. You can write like this, create a database like this, or you can hyphen create a database. These are comments now. Okay, because the people should know what you are writing. No? That's why. So comment like this. Okay. So either you can use this or you can use this. Okay, whichever you want, that is fine. Suppose I'm writing like this. Step 1, right? Step 1. Create a database. What is the database name here? Bank database, right? So what is the first one you have to directly you can do? Create database name. That is nothing but create database bank DB. You can give any name. You can give directly bank also fine, bank DB also fine. Why I have written is DB means it's a database. To know, I should know that. So this is the step 1. Now what is the step 2? I'm audible, right? Yeah.
Creating tables.
Step 2.
Table.
Now that is nothing but
Use
create
Ah.
a table. How to create the table? Create table
Create
with column
table
name. Right?
customers. Yeah. Create table customers.
Create table
Customers.
customers.
Then
Now you have to
cost.
column name. ID
ID integer, age integer, job work.
integer. Very good. After ID, age,
Age integer,
age, comma, integer,
job
comma,
vector.
job, where, yeah, you can give 255 or you can give anything that is your wish.
marital.
Material
Marital,
and education.
255. How many steps you have done correctly? Just check yourself. Okay. Education, where
Vector.
255. Okay, this is the second.
Finish the column. Yeah.
You can
No,
apply
we
a
have
colon
to.
or no need to colon. That is your wish. Okay. Colon
Okay.
also, if you write the colon, if you don't write the colon, also fine. SQL Server. Now step 3.
Insert the column.
Insert the records. Now you want to insert the record for all the time, right? All the time means you no need to mention the column names. That's the insert the records, right? So insert into
Customer.
ID, age, job, material, and education.
No, all the columns we are mentioning means no need to give. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm writing comment here. If you want insert the records for all the columns, no need to mention column names. Directly we can give the values. That is nothing but values. So how many records are there? 4 records are there. 4 tuples you have to give. 4 tuples, comma, another tuple, comma, another tuple, comma, another tuple. So 4 tuples, 4 records. In that you have created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So 5 values you need to provide. That is 1, comma, 30, comma, unemployed, comma, married. You can give capital small your wish. Married and comma primary. This is the first record. Second record. Second record is equal to 2, comma 33, comma services, comma married, secondary. And one more record, 3, comma 35 comma management comma single comma territory. The final one 4 comma 30 comma blue collar the single quote. Single territory. Next step 4. Insert
Got one
your
doubt actually.
yeah.
So, like other databases, does it have any commit and rollback specific commands to store permanently?
Can you speak loudly now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now.
Yeah, like other databases, like do we have commit and rollback here, or it will be
That we
auto
have,
commit?
yeah, we will have that.
Okay.
So
So
slowly
if
we
we
will
don't
evolve
give
it.
commit, it is session specific, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct. We can, while inserting the column names, there are different types of we can auto incremented column we can give default column we can give computed columns also we can give. There are the committed, revoke, and everything is there. That is. So we will go step by step to make you because everyone is a starting stage, right? So if we go like this, they will understand more. Now select statement to view table. Select star from. What should I give? Tell me this. Select star from
Customer.
customer. Yes. Shall we run this query? Yes. Got it. How many have done? Can you say yes?
Yes, ma'am. Omkar.
Yes, done.
1, 2. Yeah, please note down those who are not completed. If you have any doubts, ask me now only. This is very simple one. Okay, we are not making any difficult changes. Nothing we are changing. This is a very, very simple one. Very, very simple and straightforward. So here I am not using use bank DB, but you have to use if many databases will be available. Obviously, there only one database I created here only. That's why I'm doing here. Suppose if I am writing this like this in a new query. If I want to insert into options, okay, I will show you that later. The error part. Okay. In middle, you can write use test DB. Sorry, use bank DB. Make habitude to write this. Use bank DB. Please note down this.
Omkar, one small doubt. Like after creation of bank DB, it has to be shown on the right side, right? Like sorry, on the
Yes.
left.
Yes.
Can you please refresh and check once?
Very good. Yeah. Bank DB.
Okay. The tables, will it be in the other tables? I mean, external tables?
File table. It should be in tables only. There's some time. Sometime.
Okay, I'm looking in at that particular stage, and I'm thinking whether I done whether I,
This use bank DB only. That's why it is going to some other channel.
okay.
Use bank DB come, then it will
Okay.
come. That's why I
Yeah,
added there.
sure. Okay, Omkar. Yeah.
Bank DB is already there. That's why we are getting an error, but no problem. Just refresh it. Yeah, it is coming.
Okay, Omkar. Yeah.
I hope this one is very easy, right? Majority of people. At least say yes.
Yes, yes, sir. In the table where we can see our column name as well. I don't see that part.
So you're not able to see the table name, right?
No, I'm
Because
see
you're
my
not
table
use this use bank
and a
DB.
table as well.
That's why.
Sorry?
That only na second time I told you like use bank DB should be habituated instead of
Yeah,
using
I
that.
already use bank DB, but it's not showing.
Refresh one, it should come. After creating bank DB, use this. You want to share the screen?
Yeah,
If you want.
just yes.
Who is that?
Pooja.
Pooja. Pooja. Okay. My course. Yeah. Please share. Bank DB. That is a bank. You have provided the bank as the name, okay, and you given bank
Hmm.
DB.
Hmm.
Your database name is bank.
So only I write the name
Only,
of bank.
Only bank. Yes.
Okay.
Now, not type all. Create table. You should type that also. Create table also. You should copy. Then table can create. Yeah. Now refresh it. It will come. Okay. Customer dbo.customer. Last.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
now columns. You can fill in the columns. Column names.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Stop. Share the screen. I will say. Let me know if everyone is completed to copy this, and make sure that you will get some confidence. You can able to create the database, create a table, insert the records. That confidence I want. Completed from your group. Completed Ashim. Sangeeta completed. Pooja completed. Okay. Next, the concept is okay. Here only I will tell the distinct one also, because anyhow we are created the table. Distinct. Okay. Distinct meaning I think already. So distinct means if you have many things, same rows, same records are there. Okay. Similar type of records are there. Like suppose what I can say, suppose I write like this, 1 comma, I will take the first record. Okay. 1 comma 30 comma unemployed, and marital, married, right? Married and primary. And same record also I will take one only, same value 1, same 30, same unemployed, same records, duplicate records. I can say duplicate records. Duplicate in the sense of any other column or total values. The duplicates. Then you want to remove the duplicates one. You want to retrieve only the original one. Then we will use the distinct one. Like just here. I will rerun this again. Okay. I will rerun this again. If you run this again, it will run and it will add more 4 records. Okay. Listen very carefully. If I selected this, if I run this, it will create the more 4 records. But in order to avoid the confusion, I am just copying this here. I'm just copying here. And I'm just copying this part also in order to avoid the confusion. And I will run these two together. Then how many records will come? Total 8 records will come. So total 8 records are there. Total 8 records are there. In that, how many duplicate records are there? 4 duplicate records are there. Suppose you have a getting database like this. Then you will think, I want to avoid the duplicates. Then you have to apply the distinct operator. So distinct. So distinct will be same, select star. While you are doing star, you have to apply the distinct. So select star will provide all the columns. Instead of star, you have to apply distinct star from customer. Only run this. You will see only customer CUST. Okay. Customer. You see the 4 records. Suppose you will say, you will come, no, I want to insert only 1 record with only this, only the name change, I will do this. Okay, I will do the only name change. That means I will give 40 this. Only ID should I will give 1. And this is, I will give some kind of white collar jobs. Okay, this you will provide. Now here 1 is duplicate with ID 1. That you are main focusing that. You ran this. Now how many, this is how much record this is, how many records this is? This is the 9th record, right? Already 448 is there. This is the 9th record in the total customer table. Then I will write again, select, I'll just copy this. You no need to write every time while practicing, but make sure you will understand clearly. I will write again. So total 9 records are there. Now, if you apply the distinct one, how many records will be the come? Answer, tell me. How many records will come?
5.
5 records or 4 records?
5.
Okay, some answers are 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Because these are is with respect to only ID. Not all the values are not distinct, right? This first one and the second one common with only with ID 1. That's why you are saying 5 records. And some people will say, oh, I can get 4 records. You will get 4 records like this. Select distinct. Instead of select all the columns, select only ID column. Select ID from customer. Okay.
4 output is
Yes,
4, isn't it?
exactly. Now 4. If you want to count up this, you get this. I'm just copying this. I'm applying count of distinct ID. You can apply count. Not here. Count like this. Four. Okay. Please note on this distinct column. No doubts, right? I think, right? Very straightforward one.
Yes, no doubt.
we are going very step by step. I know there are so many things will come on your mind. Okay. If I teach about that at a time, other will confuse. Maybe you will get confident you can do, but other will confuse. So I will go step by step process. You please note down if you have any specific case. If you want, you please note down. Okay, just put in the chat box. If that is relevant at the time of I'm explaining, I will use that case. Or I can, if that is relevant any other further class, I will skip that. Suppose if you want to insert only one value in only one column, okay, if you want to insert only one value in only one column, suppose I am inserting this, just copying this, and just copying this. I'm giving ID value 10, suppose 50 years. I'm writing this is secondary. If I insert this, what could be other values? If I insert only this 10 ID, okay, and I should specify the column names because I'm not giving all the values. I'm inserting a specific value on the specific column. Here only ID. On the ID, I'm inserting on the ID in the column ID, inserting a record with the value 10. And what could be the other values? That's the question.
Null.
Any guess?
Null.
Yes, exactly. The null. It should be the null values. Null. Okay. The other values will be the other values of columns or null. Now I will write the 4 points in the insert. We will write the specific case on the insert. I think that is finished, right, everyone? Yeah, everyone is finished, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we will take the specific use case now in the insert into. I will write the 4 points and we'll discuss those 4 points. One minute. No? properties. You also note down. I will share this document to you also. Don't worry, but this is not an order, right? It is a zigzag manner is there. You can maintain your notes by yourself very clearly. You can understand that. Properties of insert into. I'm writing this. The first one is, if you want, use a column, a type of a ID, some type of ID. Okay, if you want to use a column ID type, okay, ID type or number type, and if that is the incremental every time while you adding a record, okay, like you already know. Suppose this is the ID and this is the name, and first one is 1, second one is A, and second one is 2, B, second one is C. Now you see I'm not writing 3, I'm just clicking entering and it is coming 4 automatically, no? So this is the ID column. That means while you are recording, while you are adding any record, the ID will be incremented. So if you want to make this automate, if you want make this automate, that means you no need to provide ID value ID at every time. Okay, that means you no need to mention ID value every time. To use this, we use a property called identity. I'll tell you identity. What is identity? But use case you understood, right? What is the use case? Now you come here. I will show you. Here you give an ID 1, 2, 3, 4. You have given, right? My question is, if this should be incremented 1, 2, 3, 4. The condition is what? If it could be incremented, you no need to provide that ID value every time. It should automatically incremented based on the provided values. To avail this opportunity, you use a technique called identity. Is that clear? What I'm saying?
Is it possible? Can you show in the?
Yeah, we'll show. First, I want to say theoretically it is
Yeah.
understood. Then
So
we'll
I
go to
think
practice.
is we understand more better
Yeah.
how this is work.
Yes. So what we will do is we'll create a one more new table. Okay, new table called products. Create a new table called products. So in that column names are product ID, comma, the type should be int, and product name. It is a varchar, right? Varchar. Now, everyone create the table now, the sample table, and we'll insert the rows.
It should be in the same database bank.
Yeah, same database. you will see in the table, you will see one more table you can see here. Create table products. Product ID, int, comma, very simple one, okay, product name, varchar, like so. I'll just run this. Just refresh this. The bank DB, in the tables, you can see one more table called products. Now I will insert the rows. Generally, we will insert. We will insert the rows. I will insert that also. Insert into products. Values. The first one is called 1, and the product is called TV. Suppose this is generally you will do. I am writing general use case. Then I will specify the identity use case. You will understand 2 at a time. Yes. Select star from products. This is the use case one. This is general one. This is we know how to do. Okay. Now listen very carefully. Create a new table called products 1. I'm writing products 1. In that ID, product ID, same product ID, integer, same thing, product name, varchar. But the condition is no need to mention ID values. Use identity property. So this is the case now. So listen carefully. Listen. Just zoom it. 1. Now create table products 1. Table products 1. Now here product ID, integer, you have to write identity. From which number you want to create that identity? From 0 or from 1, from 2 or from 10th row? If you want to create my identity from 1, from first row, first value, I will write 1. If tomorrow, if you want to auto increment at 10th row, you will write 10. Okay. So first I am writing 1, comma, and next is how much you want to auto increment. You want to double or triple or 1 each time. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, the gap is 1, right? So we will write 1, 1, 1. And make sure that, and that should be your primary key. Comma, product name is varchar. 255. Is that clear? Any doubts in this? I will repeat again. compared to this and this, compared to above and below, ma? Just make this down. And just
Why
move
we
it
write primary?
up.
What is the meaning of primary?
Yeah, tell me. So this is product ID int is a normal one. If you want to make this auto increment after int, you have to provide identity 1, 1. 1 means what? At what row you want to auto increment. Okay. If you want to start with row 1, you have to give 1. If you want to start with row 10, you will give 10. And how much the gap you want to increment? You want to increment by 1 each gap, or 2 each gap, or 3 each gap? That's the ID. That is the one. And make sure that is the primary key, because that is the rule. You want to auto increment because you are not giving this as a value. And then I will copy this. Copy this.
So Omkar, just a question here.
Yeah.
You mean for int identity that if I create a record with product ID 1, so the next record will be created with product ID 2?
Yes, that only. I will show the output now. See here.
Okay.
I did not mention any 1, 2 here. See.
Yeah.
Only one value I provided. Only one value. Now we'll write this. Products 1, right? Products 1. Products 1. I will just create one. Now you see, product 1 is 1, 2 TVAC. Got it idea? Now
Yeah. Omkar.
automatically it will come. If you make this as the identity. Any doubts in this? I will repeat again. I hope it is clear for everyone. Simple, straightforward only. You also make like this only. First create like this one table, understand, next create one more table, and understand the what we have changes have done. Then you will get easily understand the use case.
And if it is
Your voice is breaking. Who you are talking? And
puja,
yeah,
we need
breaking. I think for others also it is breaking, right? Or for me only? Can anyone tell? Confirm that.
It's breaking.
my question.
It is again breaking, Pooja. Keep in the chat box, no? If that question, if anything, your side any issues happen, network issues or. Please note down this. Everyone note down. We'll move on. Please confirm that. Okay. Null value in remaining column is old one. Okay. I hope everyone has written. We'll just make for some points. In MS SQL, server uses the identity keyword to perform an auto increment. That's the first point. In that example, the starting value for identity is 1 and it will be increment by 1 for every record. If you want specify the ID column should start at value 5 and increment by 5, increment by 10. I'm writing increment by 10. Change to identity of 5, 10. Then identity to 5, 10. Okay. That's the case. And case 2. Case 2 is the not null column. You already seen if I insert only one value, to a specific column, the other columns will be a null, right? If I insert a specific value to a specific column, other column values are null. Now you will come and say, sir, I don't want create a null value. So it should not take the null value. It should not take the null value. If I will not provide, it gives the error. Okay. We already seen if you give only one value a specific column, all other values are taking null. So I don't want to take the null values. I want to throw an error. I want to throw an error. Now come to here. We already seen, right? I think that is a customers. Select star from customers. You have a null values. This is the null values, right? Because you provided ID here and others are null. Now here I don't want provide as a null values. I want provide an error. That's the second case. Is that clear? Any doubts? Am I audible?
Yeah, all clear. Yeah.
So I'm writing one more thing. So create a table. Now products 2 or 1 we are at. We create one more table. Products 1 over, right? Products 2. Create a table products 2. We'll write like this. Create table products 2. And first one is product ID. I am keeping same product ID in identity 1 comma 1 primary key and product name varchar 255 and one more thing is city name varchar 255. I mention like this. Now I'm writing insert into products 2 I will do the values. Why 255 error is coming here? Syntax, okay, comma here. Automatically error will come. You observe, right? If anything you are seeing red color, that is error. You have to check your code. Insert into. First I am writing normal, create a null values. Then after that I will avoid the null values. 2 at a time. Values TV Hyderabad, comma, one more tuple, AC, bill. Select star from products 2. Just writing this, execute. 2 are coming. Now same I am writing here, ma. Same I am writing one more thing. I am just copying here. But here I am creating a products 3 table. Now listen very carefully. And which column you don't want not null value? Decide that first. Which column you don't want not null value? If you want 2 columns not null value or only 1 column not null value. Okay. Before that, I will just remove this and just show you the null values. Why this is error? Okay, you have to mention here. Product name, comma, city name. constructor column for each row. Okay, okay, you are providing only these two. Let's this. We are getting null value here. Now we will avoid the null value at city name. So here you will provide not null, like write like this, not null, and give the same value, same thing you will provide. The products 3 and products 3 and products 3. Understood, ma? First we have created a product 2 table. We created a product ID column, created a product name column, city name column. Here I provided only one product name as TV. Anyhow, this is auto incremented. Here it is no need to give. And product name I have provided, but I did not provide a city name. Yes, this case you will see the null value, but you will say you come and I don't want not null value. If I not provide thing, I should get an error. To do that, we will give a not null. What will provide? Not null. That means here it is not giving any permission to give a null value. I'll just write this. I'll execute this. Now you will see error. Cannot insert the value null into a column city name, table, bank DB, database, products 3 table. See here. Cannot insert the value null into a column city name. What table that is? Products 3 table. Column does not allow nulls. Insert fails. Even though products 3 has created, products 3 table created, but it did not take the values. Setting tested. Products 3 is created, but it did not take the null value because you provided this is a not null. The not null. Is that clear? Any doubts in this?
Can you explain me one more time?
Yeah. Now first we see the product 2 ma. What you have done? Created a product 2. Right? Product 2 you created. And you given the product ID name. This is auto incremented. That is sure. And this is the product name and this is the city. Now here I given only one value. What is the value? Product name I given. Product name I given. If I run this, what should be the city name could be?
Null.
Tell me that. Hello?
Null. Null.
Null, right? It should be a null. See, is a null. Now you are said, I don't want null value here. Here I want to provide the value. So if I mistakenly, if I giving only one value, I should get an error. I should get an error. For that, it's the city name place you provided not null. Now if you mistakenly avoided this city name, if you run this, you will get an error. Cannot insert the value null into a column city name.
Okay. It means the product table is created, but
table is created. Then only table is created.
but
then
the
only
city name is not showing. It's showing the error.
City name not showing in the columns, in the table. You are saying.
In the column only showing how many columns?
It's there and it will mention not null like this.
Okay.
Product ID is the primary key, PK. Int not null. It should be not null. And product name is can be null. and city name is not null. The table should create. And you read the error also. The error will be like this. I will write the error here. Understanding errors are very, very important. Just understand this error. Cannot insert the value null into a column city name. What is the table? Table is products 3. Which database? Bank DB database. That means table is created. There is a column name called city name, but it is a not null. Column does not allow null. Insert fails. You provided here the not null. That's why it will not take the value. Simple. Any doubts now? I hope this is clear, right? Please respond.
Yes.
I know we are going to some deep. Please note down. Yeah, next use case. It's completed, right? Please stop me if you have any doubts. Please ask me if you have any doubts. And please ask me repeated. Also, I will repeat again and again if you're not understanding. And please stop me if you're not able to copy the code also. So you have a full rights.
Omkar, sorry. What is the query to see what tables are in the database? I'm getting an error. I'm not sure if I'm using the right syntax. To list
want
all
to
the tables in the database. Say, for example, we have this custom bank database. What is the query to see what are all the tables available in that database?
Yeah, we'll do that. Once after this note down this, everyone.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
We will delete all the tables also. There are many tables there. You can directly type the show tables, no?
Oh, okay.
Use DB, use bank DB.
Yeah.
Under show tables. That's it.
Right. Okay. I was writing select and all that. Okay. Yeah.
You can add that also, I think. Select a star from database.tables also you can write.
Oh, okay.
think show tables should work. That will not work, we will use select statement. I will add here only. Well, wait. Show tables. I think that is not there. Show tables here.
Yeah, it's not taking as a.
Then we'll write like this. Select star from our database database dot tables, you can see. Database table, we can write directly table. I think, okay, it is also not working. Table spelling or what? Just command 1 minute. You can write like this. I'm just checking. Information schema is there. Information schema dot tables. Yeah, dot table. Automatically it will come. This one. Bank DB, products, products one, products to all.
Okay. Yeah.
Like in the code also, like in the Python code, automatically, I know many people Python language, right? How many know Python language?
Not me.
Maybe we just started learning. Yeah.
Acha. In Python language, you can see what are there inside. Generally, in the Microsoft SQL also, you will know what are there inside. Like if you type information, you see, right? Automatically the pop-up will come here. Information schema.
Yes. Yes.
Now dot. Now automatically will come. The dot, what are there? That automatically will come like this. The tables. I think show tables is on MS Microsoft SQL. I think. Okay. So next one. So next one is now you says Omkar, I want to see only default value at a time every time. Now third case is default column. Default column. That means I want to see the values ID, product name, city. Anyhow, ID is your incremental is coming. 1 TV. Now default you want to mention city only Hyderabad. 2 AC. Default you mentioned Hyderabad is the city. Like 3 radio Hyderabad. Here first column is incremental column that we know how to create. Primary key with identity, name and city. City is every time is repeated one. So for to do this, we will create a default column. Okay, let's see here. For that, I will create a table. First, I will show you a normal table. Then we'll come to here. Create a normal table. Products to table. Okay, products to table. I'm just writing here. For every use case, I will creating 3 products. 3 we will write. Products 3 we will write. Products 3 we will write. And products 3. So products 3, right? Product 4. Products 3 already there. Don't confuse ma. For every use case, I am creating 2 tables. One is the normal one is the specific use case one. I will show you again from starting onwards. Just observe this. Yeah, this is the products. First one, normal one, ID and product name. This you know how to write. Next, we created a products 1 table, and here we apply a identity concept. Okay. Next, we created a products 2, normal one by using identity, and next products 3, not null concept. Now we are writing a products 4. Products 4, I am writing a default concept here. Default concept, products 4. Products 4. You no need to write this. Suppose if you want write Hyderabad, every time you need to write comma AC comma Hyderabad comma radio. Radio is the old right? Hyderabad. Now products 4. I'm just typing this. You will see the value. 3 things. Now here Hyderabad is common. Then you want to make a default as a Hyderabad. Hyderabad as a default one. Hyderabad as a default one. Then I am copying this same. Pasting this. This is the product 5. And product ID is okay. Product name is okay. But city name is what ma? Default. So you will write here default. Default. What is the default here? Hyderabad. Or you will write Bangalore. Bangalore. Default one. Now here you remove all these things. Anyhow, first one is the incremental, no need to give. Second one is you have to provide. Third one is the default one, Bangalore automatically will come. So I'm removing everything. Only one value you have to provide. What is the one value? That is product name. Product name. And product 5. Just running this. I will see Bangalore 3 are coming right automatically. 1, 2, 3 is identity key, and this TV, AC, radio you have to provide, and Bangalore is the default value. Is that clear? Yes. So you can auto increment, and you can put not null, and you can put Bangalore like kind of default value. I will just make sure that this is one thing for default one. Then put like this also. Default use case. Are you getting some confidence to creating tables, because we are bar creating a tables and we are doing the same thing, but we are making the changes of inserting, right? I hope now you are getting some confidence how to create the 4-5 steps that before the class I have given. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I want everyone should say yes this time.
Yes, 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 it's good.
Yes, we can try. If any error or anything is coming, so we will discuss tomorrow, I think.
Yeah. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can discuss with me and we'll continue the class tomorrow. Here the power has off. We can continue the class tomorrow. If you have any doubts, you can discuss with me now. Today's session. Anyone is lag, facing some errors, issues? I'm going very slow, actually, slow pace. Is that should be okay, or if I want to speed up, if I want to little again more slow, you want? What you want suggestion? Because already this is the third class, right?
No, you're perfectly okay.
You're okay, sir.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you.
Sir, can you explain the primary key again?
Yeah, primary. Actually, the primary key and foreign key concept I did not explain fully. Okay, but in the identity, right? In the identity 1,1, basically when we will use the identity concept, that is the first question. Okay, when we will use identity concept, if we want to increment the auto increment of the IDs, auto increment of the numbers. Okay, if you want to increment auto increment, then we will come to the identity. Whenever you write the identity, you have to make sure that you have to make that as a primary key. Primary key itself, it shows as a not null value. But primary key and foreign key concepts will come to the later. That is a different concept. But here you you just stick into that. Whenever you want to use identity, make sure that that has a primary key. Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Omkar, can you
Okay.
just first save, how to save this one, whatever I've written, I want to save it. So file, save as, or
I think somewhere here some button will be there. Copy, paste, save as SQL query.4s. I think this will go to your SQL query 4 here. This SQL Server Management. Just save it here. It's saved SQL query.4. Okay. Yes. You can open again into the default one. Open with Microsoft SQL Workbench or SSMS EIT. This is a MySQL and this is Microsoft SQL Server. Again, you will click, automatically it will come. The file, go to file, save SQL query.4 as. You can rename also. You can rename that also. Okay. I hope today you learned a little bit some hard things, but this is the could be, right? Generally, when you are further classes, it will come more. Try to practice, try to practice at home, and come with any doubts. Okay.
Yes, okay.
If I have to give more than one identity column, can I give? Yes, but we can have one primary key. Yeah, one primary key only we have. That is the one. Identity columns, we should not give the more than one identity columns. That identity columns and primary should be attached to one. Here. Okay, ma. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.